Hi, it's me, Natasha.
Hi, I'm Natasha.
Hi, I'm Natasha and I'm a business consultant. Bonjour, je m'appelle Natasha.
What did you think of that? All those different outfits and voices. Did you get a clear sense of who I am as a person and what I want to put out there? Pop your favorite version of me in the comments. Maybe I'll do it again sometime. In today's video, we're going to be talking about your personal brand and why you should care about it. Hey everyone, this is your first time here? I'm Natasha from Bright Sprout Consulting and I'm a career and life coach. My goal is to help individuals feel more confident in the world of work and just in life in general. That sounds like something you're keen to know more about? Then subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications to be updated of any new videos that I post. If what I say resonates with you and you think others could benefit from hearing any of the things I talk about, then give this video a thumbs up and share and comment. Lets the YouTube algorithm know that it's content worth sharing and it grows my channel. Jeff Bezos, the founder of Amazon, the one with the spaceship shaped in, that guy. He famously once said that your brand is what people are saying when you are not in the room. Yep, that's right. People talk about you when you're not there. Do you know what they're saying? In BI, before the internet, your brand was basically determined by your business card. Who you were, as perceived by others, is based on what was on a piece of card and the human being that stood in front of them. And unless you are a celebrity, very few people may have actually known who you are or what your brand stood for. But that's all changed. That's in stark contrast to how things operate today. Because today, you can do something to your neighbor and someone in Korea could have seen it and has opinion about it. You are far less anonymous than you used to be. For those who studied marketing, the word branding used to be associated only with businesses. And over the years, that has changed. With the increase in social sites and the gig economy, that has all been turned on its head. Branding has become essential for every single person that lives in this world. So what is a personal brand? A personal brand is a unique set of skills and experiences that define who you are. It's how you choose to show up to the rest of the world, to let them know that this is you. And it's basically who you are to the rest of the world. Now that I've told you what it is, you're probably wondering why you should care. Let's do this. I want you to go to your laptop or your phone right now and go and Google yourself. Just type your name in. See what comes up. What did you find? What was the first thing that came up about you? Was it your Facebook profile? Was it that time you fell on your face and all your friends took video? That's why being aware of your personal brand is so important, because other people will do the same thing. They will Google you. You should be aware of what comes up about you. Clearly, these are wild times because the internet is no respecter of person. Sadly, if you've done something that it considers juicy, it will find it and tell everyone. Yes, it will. So when it comes to your personal brand, you have one of two options. A, you can either ignore it and let it develop on its own and, get a life of its own. Or B, You can massage the narrative that's out there and depict yourself in a way that you are comfortable. The choice is yours. Okay, so before you all come for me, I am not by any stretch of the imagination suggesting that you become a fake online personality. All I'm suggesting is that you arm yourself with the knowledge of what the Twitter streets are saying about you. And you start thinking about how you can authentically show the best version of yourself in all public spaces, including on the internet. Because you don't actually know who may be searching for you on the line.
Quick interjection, when you keep saying on the line, you do mean online.
Stuart, don't do that.
I know that many recruiters have started including a squiz through social media of their applicants as a shortlisting or screening tool. It's important to know. It's important that you know what's out there about you. Knowing all of this, you may be freaking out and thinking that it's best to delete all evidence that you ever existed on the internet. This would be a mistake. You know how they say that first impressions last? And it's true. Your first impression could be something online. It could be your Facebook profile. It could be your LinkedIn profile. It could be those comments you posted in 2000 that were very controversial. You need to think about what brand you want to put out there, because a potential recruiter could be looking at your profile today. It could be stopping you from landing the job of your dreams. The opposite is true as well. If you have a really strong personal brand, that could be the first impression that a recruiter has of you. And it could be setting you up for success. That's it. We've come to the end of our video today. I hope I've managed to convince you to give your personal brand some thought, because it does make a difference. Join me next week, where we talk a bit more about how you can start developing the personal brand that you would want to put out there, and how you do it authentically. As mentioned earlier, I am a career and life coach. If you need some help developing your own personal brand, then reach out. All of my details will be in the description box below.